Dismissing conversation can be disrespectful and hurtful to anyone, especially to a spouse. I am Coach Zara. I am here to discuss matters of relationship and marriage. Please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, do well to do so. And to my returning subscribers, I appreciate you for always stopping by. Do not forget to like, share, and comment on this video. Effective communication is the foundation of healthy relationship and marriage. Yes, there is a saying that healthy communication is the key to successful relationship and marriage. That cannot be overemphasized. It is true. And that is the why I am bringing to you. If your communication line is healthy, then every other obstacle can be, can be overcome by the both of you. So point number one, understanding and empathy. Trying to see things from your partner's point of view and emotions. I have seen a relationship where a partner may not be able to disclose their dilemmas, their concern to the other partner, because the moment they open their mouth to speak, it's either they are being castigated for not doing well, or for being a fool, or for not just being intelligent enough to figure things out on their own, instead of giving their partner the attention they need to listen to the whole story and understand where they are coming from, so that they can help them and feed their pain and equally advise accordingly without any sentiment. The other person may simply want to dismiss and disregard that person's explanations and emotions, simply because they felt they haven't done what they needed to do to have gotten a better result. But I am assuring you that that is not the way to achieve a beautiful communication among partners. The best way is to put yourself in the shoe of your partner. If you were the one that this situation happened to, if you were the one in the shoe of this person, what could you have done at that very moment? And when you do so, you will now try and reason with your partner and give your partner another perspective of what could have been done or what can be done to salvage a situation. But I am assuring you that without understanding and some level of empathy, a couple cannot achieve a successful communication, neither would they have a blissful relationship. Point number two, active listening. This involves giving an undivided attention to your partner. And that means that whenever your partner is trying to make a statement concerning their perspective or their feelings, you should pay attention to their body language, not just by the words of their mouth. It means that you should pay 100% attention to look at them while they are talking and try to get what they are saying. 100% undivided attention will help you to understand the emotional state of your partner and equally get to understand what he is trying to say to you. Do you know that a lot of people speak without necessarily listening to their partners? When a partner is speaking, you see some people pressing phone or trying, before some of them opens their mouth to speak, they have already said, is it not this one? You always come and say anything you want and do whatever you want to do. So for that reason, I don't care. They, right from their mindset, communication is null and void. And for that reason, that other partner who is in this situation may not be able to pay attention to the one who is going through stuff. And that renders the whole communication null and void. So I am encouraging couples today that no matter what you are doing, no matter how busy you are, no matter how angry you are with your partner, Whenever your partner have something to say, they have explanation to give, try and pay undivided attention to them so that you can get the detail of not just what they're saying, but the emotion that accompany that topic, so that you will know the right way to come in. You will know your own contribution to the communication, to the discussion or conversation, and equally know, even if you have to disagree with what this person is saying, you will know the way and manner to go about it. And whenever you have to disagree with your partner, please remember to do so in a very respectful way. And that will give your partner the ability to always come back to have a healthy discussion with you. But the moment you show them that you are not interested in the subject matter or whatever they have to say to you, there will be so much, you never can tell the level of resentment that other person built in their heart for not being attentive to them. So please be careful when you are dealing with your partner. And let me just remind you now, the level of healthy communication you have with your partner will determine how well your relationship will be or end. If you don't communicate well, if you don't have healthy conversation, your marriage may end up crashing. Then if you are not married yet and you are behaving like this, you may end up not having a successful relationship. So please give an eye contact to understand the verbal communication and the emotions behind what everybody is saying. That will help you to understand the intensity of what your partner has to say, equally give you an edge on how to come in. Even when you disagree with them, do not put it to them that their perspective doesn't make sense at all. Point number 3, non-judgmental feedbacks. That involve the ability to receive an information without judging, criticizing, blaming, or being defensive over that information. And this includes both male and female. Do you know that there are couples that cannot share the most sensitive information to their partner simply because they don't have the capacity to handle such informations? If your partner comes home to tell you that this is what happened today, this is what I went through, this is A, B, C, and D happened to me at work today, and this is what I did, and this is what I did, and you end up telling your partner that you are, in fact, you are the reason why this thing happened. If you had not done this, this could not have happened. The next time your partner go through a similar situation or something totally different but sensitive, the person may likely keep it away from you. And, in this regard, you see people piling up secrets and not being able to come out in that vulnerable state of their life to share what they have been through or share a sentiment they will need an input on. So I want to encourage partners today that regardless of how sensitive a topic is, when your partner comes up with a certain discussion, conversation, if they decided to open up to you about some situations, sure that you hold that back, swallow it, and learn to listen. Give them your attention, give them your listening ear, and listen to them speak. Let them express their emotion. That if there is nothing for you to say, just acknowledge their discussion, be in that discussion, carry them along as they speak to you. But if you have an encouragement or idea of what should be done, then you give that opinion and tell your partner that you understand the aspect they are viewing this particular situation from. But from your own angle, this is what you think should be done about that subject matter. So your ability not to judge and criticize go a long way in creating a deeper connection between you and your partner. beside that connection, trust will continue to increase. It has a way of just making you to continue growing stronger and stronger until death do you part. So, purpose, you have to be careful when discussing so that the other person will not feel totally isolated and alone in that relationship. The level you attain in your relationship is largely dependent on one thing: quality communication. Do not play with it and be on defense against what your partner has to discuss with you, regardless of how dirty or sensitive it is. We give them the ability to be 100% vulnerable in your arms. And point number 4, clear expression of feelings and thoughts. On this note, it is expected that when you want to communicate with your partner, you should be able to communicate your needs, your desire, your thoughts in a clear and respectful manner. Because there are couples who don't even know when their partner is being serious about a situation. Someone may be trying to pass a very serious message and the other person is not comprehending. Why is it so? It is not clear enough. Nobody is God. Nobody is a spirit that can read your heart. It is not done. So because we are not God that can see through the heart of man, you should be able to communicate with your partner in a very clear tone and respectful one. Communicate your needs. Don't say because I don't know what he will say. I don't want to. Especially do not shy away from communicating your needs because of fear of what your partner would do or say. Yes, sometimes some of these things we may want to communicate, it may not be comfortable for them to process at the time you are giving out the information. But it is better to be frank and clear with your opinion, with your needs and want to your partner than lying to them and covering up some things. It is better for a partner to feel hurt over a certain information than for you to continuously cover up a situation that is not worth covering up. And then when the person find out that you are lying about some certain things, the problems start from there. And lies in relationship can actually go a long way in breaking trust. We all know that trust is the bedrock of a successful relationship and marriage. So it is very, very important for you to always come out to declare with your perspective, your needs, your opinion, instead of lying, or if by any you couldn't cover up the lies again and you had to come out with the truth. Couples must always learn to have a clear communication about anything that bothers them, including their sexual lifestyle. When it comes to that, you should not hide your feelings. Say it the way you feel it. Of course, without disrespecting the other person. If your wife or if the one that cooks, of course, in Africa, is the women in charge of the kitchen. If she cooks with some certain spices you don't like, can you kindly communicate that to her that please, if you can stop or at least reduce the quantity? It is important that you come out clear all the time so that your partner will know exactly what they are dealing with, instead of just, being cunning about situation or hiding things under the carpet. The day you will explode over that issue, your partner may hardly recognize you. But if at every point in time things happen, you come out to say, I think you should have done this, or I think if we do this, it could serve better than the other thing. That will help your partner better to even know you more. If there is something your partner is doing to you that you don't like, the way they behave to you, kindly tell your partner that I don't like the way you do this. Yeah, your partner will surely reason with you. The manner, where, and how you present your conversation will go a long way in making it yield result. Point number 5, you can disagree, but do not be dismissive. Nobody take being dismissed lightly. Nobody can take it well, not even your child or someone else, talk more of your spouse. So regardless of how much disagreement you have with what that person has to say, with that person's opinion, you shouldn't dismiss the person the moment the person wants to speak. Regardless of your opinion about a matter, you should be able to give your partner the opportunity, the time to express their own opinion. When they are done, you can now come in and say, please, this thing you said, I understand that is how you feel about it. I understand that is your opinion. Yes, there is nothing wrong with it. You can actually tell them that if they want your opinion, you can give an opinion. If they ask you to go ahead, you can now acknowledge their opinion, not disregarding it. Because some people are very good at disregarding their partner's opinion by rubbing it all over their face that this thing you are saying, stupid, it doesn't make sense. I don't even know the planet you are coming from. Instead of making your partner feel that way, it is better you allow them express themselves, share in their sentiments, and then tell them that your opinion goes this way. And that doesn't mean that your opinion is not a superior one. Neither is mine superior one. But if we do this way, I think it will help. It will go a long way. So please, couples, communication is the key for every successful relationship and marriage. And when I say relationship, it doesn't mean a romantic relationship. That cut across every field of life, including your kids, family members, partners, business partners, colleagues, then your life partner. You must learn to activate a very learn to activate a very good listening ability. It is one of the things that can rob us of our peace of mind. If you don't have the capacity to listen, then nobody may be able to communicate with you. So please, no matter what you do, when someone is talking, especially someone involved in romantic relationship with you, you must be sensitive to listen to them. You must learn how to pay attention and undivided attention for them to speak. Because if communication is faulty, it becomes difficult to achieve a quality relationship that will end in marriage. And then if you end up being married and keep having issues with communicating with your partner, it may end up destroying that relationship. Effective communication is the bedrock of every solid relationship that intend to and even stand the test of time. So please be attentive. Learn to give your emotions, your time, and everything you need to deploy when your partner or anyone is speaking to you. And please always be respectful to them, because respecting people's opinion while giving yours will actually help the person you are communicating with to borrow your idea more than dismissing them and trying to give your own opinion. So be kind to yourself and be kind to one another. Please, if you watch till this time, till now, it means you have learned something. And do not hesitate to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Thank you for always stopping by.